trying to take care of a few minor things on the Grand National. Cruise control. Intermittently, actually it's been doing it most of the time, when you set it, it'll cruise, you know, for a few seconds or a minute or something, and then all of a sudden it nails the accelerator and takes off. So, not really a lot online about what might be causing it, but it seems to be a common problem. My 442 Cutlass that I had, the 86, had the same exact issue. So, I mean, I'm looking at everything. I don't see any issues with this part of the system. I mean, the vacuum lines are connected, they look good. I don't see any cracks or anything. The switch and the stalk is working. So I pulled out the cruise module, which is up above the gas pedal. This is the one that was in the car. This is one I got on eBay for $50. So I'm gonna give this a try. I'm not really expecting it to work, but it wasn't that much money, so I figure I'll give it a try and see what happens. So I go to plug this in and the plug doesn't fit. So then I look at the old one compared to the new one, and what do you see? Yeah, you got this groove here, and on this one it's on the opposite side. So I don't know if somebody took this circuit out. Looks like it might be flipped upside down. Let's see if I can open this up. Yeah, so this just opens right up, and luckily it comes right out. So I'm just going to flip it. I hope that's the only issue. So I'm just gonna make a left turn here, and hopefully we get this space. I could try out this replacement cruise control module. You gotta get it above 40 maybe. And we're going 65. Same exact result as the last one. You hit set and it just takes off. I don't understand why is it doing that? I don't get it. Time, it seems like it locked in around 43 miles per hour. Whoa. Come on. Obviously, it's not the module. So that was a big old waste of time and money. I don't know what the deal is with the cruise. It's not the module. It could be the servo. It seems like it's got there's two internal vacuum valves, and there's also a sensor built into it. I mean, the vacuum hoses are all connected. It's pulling hard, like nothing's binding. It's taking, it's just sucking it in, obviously. So I don't even know. I don't even think you can get these units anymore. So that might be a dead end. I removed the cruise control servo, took the cover off. These are the solenoids that operate it. Tested them out. So if you put vacuum to it, it holds steady. When you're in steady cruise mode, both solenoids would be closed. The red vent solenoid would have 12 volts on it, and the green vacuum valve is normally closed, so it would have no voltage on it. Then if you de-energize the vent valve, everything releases. It appears this solenoid is working correctly. Now there's more to it than just that. This one down here is what feeds back to the electronic module in the car, basically what's going on in here. And then that module will feed back to this and pulse these solenoids to make adjustments to speed. So we could be getting a bad signal. Well, I think I ruled that out. I did check the ohms on all of the terminals. If you look in the service manual, it tells you basically all of the terminals should be between 30 and 50 ohms, I think, and all of them checked out okay. So at that point, it would leave either the module or the switch on the turn signal stalk. So there are electrical tests I can do on those, and I'll still have to do those. It would be strange to have two defective modules, but things like that can happen. So I can't rule that out. They're both used. So moving on to the next step. The next thing to check being the cruise module harness. So I had to take this all out again. And this is the harness connector. And it's hard to see, but there's little letters on here that tell you which pin it is, A, B, C, D, and so on. So now I printed these pages from the factory manual, which I will post these in the description of the video so you could use them for reference. Right, so now I've got to do various different positions on the switch and then check voltages and ohms at the harness. Next, I ran a wire to the inside of the car. I back probed the green wire for the vacuum valve solenoid and also the blue wire for the vent valve. This is so I can monitor the voltage while I'm driving. With the cruise control on and set, I should see the vent valve closed with a steady 12 volts, and the vacuum valve should show 12 volts when I set it and then drop back down to 0. I connected the ground on the multimeter to a metal part of the dashboard inside the car. that's weird. Now I hit the set button and it's working like the way it's supposed to. What happened? I don't understand. Wow. I'm really confused. So like, yeah, it takes off a little bit for like a second and then it settles in where it's supposed to. Okay, so now I'm reading the vent valve with the cruise on. The vent valve is showing battery voltage. I just hit the brake there, it went off. I don't understand why previously it was just never-ending acceleration, but now that I've back probed the wires, it's behaving normally. That doesn't make sense. Does that make sense to anyone? Help me understand. Working. I'm on the highway. I set it, whatever this is, 63, whatever, miles per hour, and it's holding steady. With the voltage energized. Yeah, it's strange. Just hit the brake, so it went off. Drove it home with the multimeter disconnected. Still worked fine. I tried it probably 10 different times today, and every single time it worked. So why would this make any difference? So I'm just gonna disconnect this and I guess see what happens next. I mean, it seemed like it fixed itself. I don't know, it was just a matter of I hadn't used it in a long time and it just needed to cycle through something. I really don't know. One of those really strange car things that you just can't explain. So for now, I'm gonna say it's done. It's fixed. I don't know what we learned here. We learned nothing. So what did we learn? We just learned that, once again, I wasted a lot of time on something and I still don't have an answer. Thanks very much for watching.